Hello everyone, and welcome to another video, and welcome to Chris Dave episode 3. Originally, this was going to be the start of a new episode of Hall of Heartbreak. You know, the broken-hearted scammers whining on after they've been ghosted. And that's how this one starts. But then, well, watch the video and see. A man was talking to Annie. He'd asked her for £3,000 to pay for his air ticket, some new clothes, and any damages that he might cause. She ghosted him. He wasn't happy. He started whining on. "Hey, you left my message. Why are you not corresponding? Is it too much for me to handle the thought of calling you mine some day? Hello, good morning. You didn't reply to my messages. Why are you not replying? You're making me sad. My messages are not being replied. Why are you not corresponding? Are you angry at me? Indeed, I don't understand why you're ignoring my messages. Can you just say why? Why? What's wrong with you? Tell me. I'm getting so worried. Are you sick or something? Just say hi to me. I'm really worried. I get peace of mind. Hey, I wrote you many messages. You haven't responded yet. Why? You seems like you're very busy. You can write me a message when you're done, okay? You can also tell me if you don't want to talk to me anymore. Are you tired of corresponding with me? Please tell me. Are you really the one reading my messages? Because I don't believe that. You made fool for you now you ignore me. Just say hi, please. I'm really surprised that you ignore so many of my messages. Would you like to give me a massage? You can delete all the messages I sent you, because I'm so saddened at the moment now. Throughout the day, I haven't spoken to you. Good morning. How are you doing? I hope you didn't ignore. Good evening. Why are you ignoring my messages? What happened? Just say it. Please. And you may have to concentrate to work out what happened next. Annie is a member of a small chat group of 4 fellow scam baiters on Facebook. It turns out that one of them was also talking to Chris Dave. Her character posted a message to Annie on one of Annie's posts, telling her that Chris Dave was a liar. She told Annie he wanted me to send him 4k for a speedboat to get off the ship. Remember, he'd asked Annie for 3k. I'll tell him I know he's cheating with Annie, she said. Annie's cheap, replied Annie. Well, me, but on Annie's Facebook page, if you see what I mean. He only asked her for 3k. I guess he loves me more, said my fellow scam baiter with some smiles. I'm heartbroken, said I. The 2-timing rotten low-down bastard. I'm going to call my fellow scam baiter Lucy for this. That isn't the name she uses, but it's just going to make it much easier to read this out to you. What did you say to Annie Smith? Say the truth, he asked Lucy. Don't you dare lie to me, because I saw your comment, you faking your love to me. What did you say to her? Asked Lucy. I told her that you said you want to marry me, but you told her the same. You told her you love her. You dumped me, he said, so I couldn't help myself in pain but to move on. I didn't dump you at all, said Lucy. I told you I loved you, and even before we had issues, you told her you love her. You made me do all I'm doing, he said dramatically to Lucy. Fine then, I can't help you, she said. Thank you for breaking my heart and playing this stupid game with me. I didn't even expect any from you, he said, and thank you for ending my relationship with Annie Smith. To which Lucy replied, You don't even love an old hag like her. Thank you, Lucy. And Lucy and Annie are supposed to be friends on Facebook. And so ensued much hilarity. He messaged Annie. Lucy called you an old hag, the person you trusted. How dare she? Said Annie. She's one of my oldest friends. I don't believe you. You photoshopped that. She wouldn't say that. Isn't that her profile? He asked. Why would she say such a horrible thing? Said Annie. She really bad. Trust me, he said. I'm so upset. said Annie. I don't know what to say. How dare she? I'm so angry with her. I'm going to tell her. How dare she? Why don't we block her and forget about her, he said. She's jealous because she mess up, and I really hate her so much, he said. I hate her too, if she's going to say that, replied Annie. I'm going to tell her what I think of her. I'm so furious right now. Yes, she's trying to separate us. Trust, he said, because I told her I love you, and you wanted me in your house. She's jealous because she can't find a man of her own, said Annie. Absolutely, he said. She made me pass through hell ever since I know her. Can you imagine I go against the rules in my ship just to save her job? That was okay with her. She's gone offline now, said Annie. She can't face talking to me. You can read what she wrote. After I informed her, I told you what she said. And he sent her a screenshot of the conversation with Lucy. I don't want to read it, said Annie. I'm too upset. I need a drink. You don't need a drink, but me, he said. And while that was going on, Lucy and Annie were cooking up a plan. Remember, Lucy had called Annie an old hag, and our man had sent a screenshot of that to Annie. Annie hopped back on the Facebook group and sent Lucy a screenshot of the bit where he had told Annie that Lucy had called Annie an old hag. Hope you're following this. And then added, "Ooh," said Annie, "do I answer him?" And as you can see, she had been. "Shall I say you wouldn't do such a thing?" suggested Annie. "Then if he sends me a screenshot, we can have an argument on here, and I'll send him a screenshot of our argument." "LOL," said Lucy. "Sure, why not?" And so, Lucy and Annie got into an argument. "Lucy, how could you? You're my oldest friend. I know you're jealous because he loves me. I finally found a real man and you go and do that. And now you've gone offline. Typical. Can't face what you've done, so you're trying to ignore me." "Liar," said Lucy. "He told me he loves me first. Don't go behind my back with my man." "I don't believe you," said Annie. "You're just jealous because I finally got a decent man." "How can you even think he loves an old woman like you?" replied Lucy. "Just stay away from him. He's mine." "No, he isn't," said Annie. "Look what he said." And she sent a screenshot of the bit where he'd said, "She made me pass through hell ever since I know her. Can you imagine? I go against the rules in my ship to save her job." "You put him through hell. I hate you," said Annie. "No, I didn't," said Lucy. "I wanted to help him, and I love him, but you poisoned his mind and stole him. How dare you? Can't you go to the old people's home and find a man?" "Old people's home?" said Annie. "You can talk all that Botox and filler. At least I'm all natural woman. If he tried to kiss you, he'd bounce off of your face." "Oh my God, now who's jealous?" replied Lucy. "Get your wrinkly ass away from him." "You think that's funny, do you? Funny coming from someone whose face is so tight it last saw her laughter line 20 years ago. And as for those rubber tits, don't even get me started." 20 years ago," replied Lucy. "I just started high school, you witch. I'm pretty sure you danced with the dinosaurs. Get away from my man or I swear I'll come after you." "Are you threatening me?" said Annie. "Damn right I am," said Lucy. "I hate you," said Annie. "My grandmother was right. She always said you were up to no good." "Your grandmother?" said Lucy. "Lot's wife, who died at Sodom and Gomorrah because she was too stupid. You're as dumb as her." And that ended their spat, which, of course, Annie then screenshotted and sent to our man. "You shouldn't have said anything with her, because I don't love her," he said. "You don't really need to stress yourself about her, okay? Let's think about the future together. Just forget about her, as I have done. I told her to stay away from us, that I don't love her. It's you I love and cherish. Please, love, why don't we just forget about her and express our love instead? She's my past and greatest mistake. Always keep smiling, my love. Let our love be a secret to her. Don't let her know our plan of meeting, okay?" And just like that, our man found himself ghosted again. "I gave her a serious warning to stay away from me. And you," he continued, in the middle of the night, UK time. "You didn't like what I said?" he tried, a bit later that morning, when Annie ignored him. Why? 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 Just tell me, please. Yesterday, you didn't realise how happy I was when you wrote me a message. If you don't want to talk to me, just tell me, or I'll block you, because you keep ignoring my messages without a reason. I swear. Our man messaged Lucy, and if you're looking at the screen, you'll see that she's an hour ahead of Annie because she's in Europe. She don't reply to my messages. I'm so tired, he complained to Lucy. Babe, I'm so sorry. Do you know why she's ignoring my messages? I don't know, said Lucy, because she's a witch. Our man came back to Annie. What's the problem? Tell me why she's calling you a witch. Don't you love me? I love you so much, sweetheart. But why are you now ignoring me? I'm so sad by your recent attitude towards me. Sweetheart, I can't take it. You're ignoring me. Just say this, and do you want me in your house or not? You're very important. Please don't ignore it. Just say you have in mind. I don't want to have a false hope. I've broken up with Lucy. I want you, please. I'm doing all this for you. Please. Are you trying to be like Lucy, that made me pass through hell? Have you gotten someone else already? What's the reason why you're ignoring my messages? I thought you said you loved me. Is all that fake? I'm so heartbroken. Annie relayed that to the chat group on Facebook, adding, He'll be back, Lucy. A fellow member of the group thought that was very funny. And 10 minutes later, he was back with Lucy. Yes, he is, she said, relaying a bit of the conversation he'd just had with her. Can you come to me? Does age really matter to you in a relationship? Make a ticket for me to come over to the country where Lucy lives and meet you if age doesn't matter to you, because I'm sincerely telling you that I love you so much. If you've managed to follow the plot of this bit of ridiculousness, award yourself a gold star and go to the top of the class. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little daft video. If you did, please like it, please share it, please subscribe to my channel, please comment down below, and I'll see you again in another video.